What was the 15th Indo tribe? We can unlock one of these. Yes, we'll do that. No temporary research. What would interest us? The bringing of the law. Lord Jaw. No, that's not really it. Some kind of superstar doesn't seem likely. Yeah. Head in the clouds with Guillaume le Million. The Kingdom of Conscience. I mean, we want to build, right? That's what has grown within us. Ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. The Bow Collector. Hell on Earth? Nah. The Gemrock Shuffle. The Suicide of Krasmazov. No. The Wompty Dom Center. The 15th Indo tribe would be very interesting. But I think we'll go for the Kingdom of Conscience. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your very worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are signal blue. And they are not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? So this connects, but this doesn't connect. And I don't really know how this works here, but I think we have to go back now. Wait, what's in here? Maybe at night.
A lorry
this is
abandoned
different.
by the smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered. You close the rust.
Yeah, we've closed that door. It's long gone. Maybe at night there's some way to get into the whirling in rags. Is Kuno still there? Oh, you're still there, Kuno. What are you doing? Go to sleep. You're a child.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, I can see it now. Okay. And maybe if we phone ourselves. No, the motor carriage is gone. Are you kidding me? These guys took off with a motor carriage. Oh, Kim has actually went away. But we need to sleep and we have no money. So we need to go to sleep elsewhere. The darkness of the hut. That's not all that dark. The creaking of windows. Good night, washerwoman.
The old woman still sits. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
She sloshes the water in the bucket around for a
My
bit.
suggestion is, don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
What's that song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
What is that
A lullaby
song?
my mother used to sing.
What is it called?
Surrender to the night.
She replies, slowly rocking back and
That's
forth.
kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
It's weird. It's a weird title. I don't like that title.
Like I said, it's an old children's song. You don't have to like it.
Okay. And we also wanted to ask the drunks. Hey man,
Tequila Sunset.
I brought you some booze. Will you tell me about your name now?
Of course. Drink first, story later.
Yeah, so I'm the blue medicinal spirit. I don't know. I've got some sweet Commodore Red.
Classy.
Snatches the bottle and pushes the cork in through the bottleneck.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
If the other bums interjects, gurgles the near comatose
Shut
man.
up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know.
Yeah, I know.
I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Did it help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
Says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shit-stained pants. What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
Shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking exactly?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard.
There's a trace of derision in his voice.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You've got to be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
And what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
He takes a long swig of his drink. Oh. There is this black point in the world. A hole. It's already claimed an entire commercial area. Maybe you're another one of its victims.
This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums.
He looks at his partners with a glint of sadness.
God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
Huh. What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
To the pale, he looks toward the
Sounds
lake.
intriguing. What say you, Art Cop? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
So it's intriguing. Man, mixing high and low, commodifying culture, that's extremely my shit.
I know! It was fucking awesome! Too bad I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
And what about the others?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
A gurgling sound comes from the direction of the non-responsive man.
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
What's up with your tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material.
The man extends his arm, but touch it.
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Takes another sip.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time.
What's this about a lost jacket, man? Can I help you, maybe?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket that I discovered on the boardwalk and had cleaned on a whim? The man examines your jacket for a moment, a look of consternation on his brow.
Nah, this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
So you're saying there's another lost jacket out there somewhere?
It's a big world out there, Tequila. Lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket. Someday.
Nice. So you got any more stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Then I
sleep
can't
too.
keep on telling the stories.
Okay, be seeing you. From one thing to the next. From one thing to the next. Oh. The door's closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Did you put the
Waves
kids
are beginning
to
to
sleep?
die down. Look at those little bastards.
The little bastards. Your kids, maybe.
It's getting cold. This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Yeah. We'll enter. And here we are again. Next time we'll start with a lot of action. With a lot of sleep, maybe. That will be a great start. In sleep things happen. And we get rid of the pale in our minds. See you soon, my friends. See you soon. Good night. Good night for now. But the stars and the moon are your light.